I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
Hey everybody, this is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design. Thank you for joining me today for another drawing live stream. If you don't know who I am, and most of you probably don't, I'm a graphic artist and illustrator, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I do drawing live streams, speed drawings, illustrations in general. Also do comic book unboxings and other things, comic book related. So if that sort of thing interests you, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure to give this live stream a thumbs up if you would, and share out the stream. Also would do so. It would be a big help to the channel, and it's still in the early stages of growing, even though I've been here for a while. I haven't been the most diligent in terms of building the channel, so I'm going to try to correct that. But anyway, today I'm going to be drawing another portrait. This time I'm going to be drawing J.K. Rowling, the writer of the Harry Potter series, which I surprisingly ended up loving. Well, I think I first got the book, well, first book for my birthday back in the 90s from my mom, and I was like, I looked at it and I was like, I don't know, I think I'm a little too old for this. And then I started reading it, and it was a fast read. All of our Harry Potter books were fast reads, but it wasn't a fast read because it was necessarily easy. I mean, it's not hard to read, but it's not Tolkien. But just because they're so engaging, they're really fun books to read, and the characters are great. The story was great. I really got sucked into it. And even though I never ended up being one of those people who waited outside of Barnes & Noble at midnight for the next book to drop, I was always eagerly awaiting the next book to drop. So I love the series. I thought it was great. And you know, I was a little shocked when I found out that the woman who wrote them wasn't that much older than me. And you know, she just did a great job sort of building these characters and the whole world of, you know, Potterverse, whatever you want to call it, Hogwarts, all that stuff. I thought it was really cool. So, and I liked half of the movies. So, and actually, it's weird because I didn't really like the movies when they first came out, because I always compared them to the source material, the books, and they always fell short. But now, I swear, whenever I turn on the Sci-Fi Channel and one of the Potter movies are on, and they're on all the time. I mean, might as well just call the channel the Harry Potter channel. But every time one of the Harry Potter movies is on, I end up watching it. It's so weird, because I was not impressed with the movies when they first came out, but since then, they're just very easy, relaxing movies to watch and entertaining for whatever reason. I don't know. Anywho, so I decided, you know, I was trying to think of someone to draw, and I thought, why not J.K. Rowling? Because she's popular, you know, she has a good face, and you know, most people, I don't know. I think most people would know who she is. So, but anyway, that's what I'm going to be drawing today. So, please sit back, relax, hang out, and oh yeah, again, this is a live stream. If I get 10 or more people watching, I will give away a free piece of art for every 10 people watching concurrently at the same time. So if I get 10 people watching, I'll give away one free piece of art, original art drawn by me. If 20 people watch at the same time, I will give away another piece of art, a second piece of art rather. And 30 people watch at the same time, I will give away a third piece of art, and so on and so forth. And you have to be able to talk in the chat, because I'm going to ask people to give out random numbers, and then whoever's closest to that number, you know, will get the free art. So you have to be able to put the number in the chat. So there is a caveat in there. Just make sure that you can interact with everybody in the chat, so that when and if we get at least 10 people watching, you'll be able to be in the running by replying in the chat. So let me go onto my tablet and try to find this picture of J.K. Rowling. Now, I mean, there are tons of pictures of her out there. I was just trying to find one that had a fair amount of shadow in it, so that her features would show up and be easy to draw, or at least easy to render. Because I mean, she's so fair that I found a lot of pictures of her just like straight on, and I could barely see her nose because there were no shadows being cast. So it was like, yeah, it's a great picture, but I can't see her features. So, but let me find the chat and see if anybody's here. Okay, 2 people are watching. That's cool. Good. Oh wow, wait, hold on. Yeah, 2 people are watching. Okay. Hey, cool. Jay Ryan's here. How you doing, Jay Ryan? Good seeing you. Hope you're doing well. He says they see me, J.K. Rowling, they hate me. J.K. Rowling's cool. How can anybody hate J.K. Rowling? I mean, she got that cool photo of her with the cigar. She created Harry Potter. Who could hate J.K. Rowling? 4 people are watching. Cool. Okay, let me start drawing, and then if you guys have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask. Just type it in the chat, and I will happily answer it. Let me go to my computer, fix some things. I'll be right back. Okay, so stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, that's fixed. All right, find my chair. I'll need that to sit down in. Got my pencils. Got an eraser. I'll need that for when I screw up. Close that. Jay Ryan says, hey Jason, doing well. Hope all's well with you. Yes, things are going pretty well. I had a good Thanksgiving. I made 2, not 1, but 2 pumpkin pies. One was for my in-laws when we went over to their place for Thanksgiving. Second one was for me, and I ate it by Friday. My wife helped a little, but it's mostly me. But yeah, very good. I probably ate too much, so now I have to spend all winter working it off. All right, let me fix this of that. Put that there. And okay. See if I can't do JK justice with this drawing. We'll find out.
4 elements needed in every timepiece.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well-dressed. When they feel on top of the world.
hardest thing is always trying to figure out the proportions of the facial features. That's why I'm sort of spending so much time on it. So if I don't get the proportions right from the beginning, this will end up looking like, I don't know, Rosie O'Donnell or or someone, I don't know. I have to make sure that everything's where it's supposed to be. Hey, Ethereal Dragon, how you doing? Good seeing you. Hope you're doing well.
The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "What hath God wrought?" The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
Ethereal Dragon says, doing good. It says looks blurry. Hold on, sorry about that. Yes, it is. That is very blurry. That's not good. That is not good. Why is it blurry? Not good. Give me a second.
A source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power.
Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. Ethereal Dragon, thank you very much for telling me that, because my back's to the computer, so I can't really see the screen unless I look back every 5 seconds, and it's just I can't really draw while I'm doing that. So thank you, I appreciate it. It did that earlier when I was testing it, and I don't know why it decides to spontaneously just go blurry like that. Ah. Whew. Sorry. I had to take a drink of water, not not alcohol, not booze. better for worse, booze makes me fall asleep, so that would not be good.
Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
Also, if you guys would, keep an eye on the number of people who do show up, because if it does get to 10 or above, let me know, because I'm not, I mean, I'm paying somewhat attention to the numbers, but I'm mainly focused on drawing, so if it jumps up to like 10 or 11 or 12 or, 100, just yell out in the chat so that I'm aware, and then I can give away the free art to someone. I think, no, it's just, sorry, thinking. It's like, Jason, why don't you just do an AI drawing of her? It would be a lot faster. It would be. It would be much faster, much easier just to go into ChatGPT and type in, show me a picture or draw me a picture of J.K. Rowling. But it wouldn't be as fun, unfortunately. So.
Yes, about 125 years ago, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, a way to send code messages over an electric wire. The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "What has God wrought?" The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
Sorry. Think. Zoom out a little. Let me zoom out a little. Because if I zoom in too close, it starts to distort the image I have of her. And I have to, it's like any drawing, you have to sort of step back to see the whole thing to get a good, complete picture of what it is you're drawing. And yeah. Okay. Still sharp on the computer. Not blurry yet.
Greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece: a source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power.
Okay, how is this? Let's see, forehead should be higher, I think. That's that there. This should be a little higher. That. Oh. stretch. Alright. I think the basics are done. I think. No, wait. See? That's what happens when you speak too soon. You speak too soon and you start to see stuff that you should have seen from the get-go. So fix her eyebrows.
Simplified form, we have the 4 elements needed in every timepiece.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well-dressed.
Hmm.
When they feel on top of the world,
That's a telegraph message.
Yes. About 125 years ago, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, a way to send code messages over an electric wire. The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "What has God wrought?" The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
Oops, what's going on here? Something happened. Something happened here. Sorry. Give me a second. What's going on? Okay, that's better. Oh, it's weird. Sorry, my phone is acting up. Right.
The code was made by using different clicks
I'm right back.
for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "What has God wrought?" The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece: a source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power.
Okay, sorry about that. It's still blurry? No, it's sharp. Yay. Alright, let me get back to this. Yeah, by the way, I found out yesterday that J.K. Rowling has a whole new series of books. Well, I guess not new. She's been writing them for a while, but she writes them under a different name. It's like a series of mystery books. I had no idea. It's like it's about a private eye, like Sam Spade or something like that. So it's pretty cool. So she's got not just one, but two franchises, and I think they made a TV series based on her other book series, but I can't remember the name of it. So you have to look it up. You have to do some research to find out the exact name of her other book series. I think they made a TV series based on it in England, probably. I mean, but again, I can't remember the name of it because I just found out about it yesterday when I was looking for pictures of her. And I read her Wikipedia, and I was like, what? Like, cool. Because she's a good writer. Maybe I'll see if the local library has any copies of her other series so I can read it. Because I'm trying not to buy too many actual books, because I have more books than I have space to put them. So I have to, most of my books nowadays I try to just get e-copies, so I'm able to check out books on my, what is this called, Hoopla, from my local library. So it's very convenient. It saves me a lot of space. But if you've read J.K. Rowling's other book series, let me know if they're any good, because I'm interested in them. Now, how can I prop this up so I can see it? I'm talking about the reference, sorry. I'm trying to juggle my tablet with, whoops, stay there. There we go. Is that good? That's pretty good. Keep my phone from falling off. That would be good as well. Put my phone up here. There we go. Alright. Now, Make sure the glasses are on straight so I can see. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now I can see and draw.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well dressed.
J.K. Rowling is what I would call a handsome woman. And some people would think that that is an insult, but it is not. She is very attractive, but I don't know. But she's got a firmness to her. I don't want to say firmness, toughness to her face that, I don't know, it's kind of appealing. She's a cool chick. Problem is in trying to translate that to the paper without making her look mean or, you know, masculine. So that is my goal. That's my goal whenever I draw women. It's like that's my biggest struggle, trying not to make them look too hard or harder than they should. Trying to just moderate the lines on their face. So I'll keep practicing. I'll keep working at it, so I can do a decent likeness of these various subjects. Francis Crosby has piped up. Let me see. Since I have my phone like really low, I can barely see what's on the screen. Greenwich Crosby says, I agree. Ooh, someone agrees with me. I think she's very pretty. She is. She is. I mean, the woman is not to be mean. She's in her 60s now. She's 60, I think. And she's very attractive. So you know, I just have to try not to, you know, make her look, you know, hard. And that's not on her. That's on me. You know, as an artist, it's just I have a tendency to, because I draw guys so often that, you know, like this brute. You know, it's like, you know, I'm so used to drawing guys like him all the time that when I draw women, I have to remember to soften their features and, you know, actually draw what's in front of me and not just, you know, sort of going off on some weird tangent. Grant Crosby says, I think she's very pretty, but even though I don't agree with her on everything, I respect her integrity and would probably like her in real life. Yeah, I don't, there's not one person on the planet that you will agree with 100% of the time in life. I don't agree with myself 100% of the time. So whenever people, you know, sort of complain or, you know, bemoan the fact that, you know, their favorite whatever, favorite actor, favorite musician, favorite writer, favorite artist, you know, favorite teacher, favorite neighbor doesn't agree with them on one subject or two subjects or 10 subjects, it's silly, because you're not going to agree with anyone 100% of the time in life. So you have to just accept that and move on. You know, I mean, half my friends, more than half my friends, I probably disagree with on a lot of things, but, you know, we just talk about things we agree on, and we, you know, we just we pretty much ignore the rest. That is life. That's part of the fun of life. Grace Crosby said something and then retracted it. Oh no. I don't exactly, Granish. I don't. Yeah, I don't agree with myself 100% of the time. Half the time, I say something and 2 seconds later, I say to myself, "That was stupid. Why the heck did you say that?" Or when when I'm, of course, when I'm arguing with my wife, she'll say something that I probably do agree with, but then I will, just to be contrarian, I will disagree. So. That's part of the fun of marriage. You have someone to constantly tease and drive insane. You just have to find someone willing to put up with it when you do. All right, this is not turning out to be awful, so I am happy so far. What time is it? It is a little after 9, about 9:02. What's it? 9:02. It is 9:02, according to my phone. So I will try to speed things up a little. Well, not speed things up, but I'll try not to dawdle so much. Grant Crosby says, I was saying with drawing women, every line adds, yeah, I know, every line adds years. I think more soul shading is required. I'm guessing I can't. Oh, you can't draw yourself. No, you're right. No, you're exactly right. I mean, every line on the face adds age to women. With guys like this guy, I can draw 5,000 lines on his face and it wouldn't matter. You still know who he was. He still looked cool because he's no beauty pageant winner. With women, you have to be cautious and sort of mindful of which lines to draw, which ones to ignore, because it's the overall picture that is going to make people recognize someone or not. I've drawn plenty of women beautiful women who, when I'm finished, I'm like, what the heck did I do to their face? Because I drew too many lines on their face, and when you see them, in the movies or wherever, you don't notice those lines, because it's just they're not like major lines on their face. But I drew them because they happen to be there, and I was like, well, that line's there in a photograph, so I have to draw it. It's like, yeah, you can draw it, but it's going to distract from the overall picture of who this woman is and what she looks like. So you have to be very selective in terms of what lines to, in a sense, ignore and which ones to emphasize in order for an accurate portrait to be done. And that's what I'm trying to do with this portrait. Because if you ignore all the lines, then again she becomes unrecognizable, or at least distorted. Because like the lines from her nose to her mouth, those are pretty distinctive with J.K. Rowling. So you kind of need those in order to make her recognizable. But other lines in her face are less sort of necessary. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out which ones to keep and which ones to, again, maybe not emphasize as much. Zoom in on in certain areas so I can see what I'm doing. All right.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
Mhm. Let's see. Huh. Okay.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well-dressed. When they feel on top of the world.
He tramps along with the folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain, long white beard and crooked staff. He tramps along with the folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain, long white beard and crooked staff. He tramps along with the folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man
6 people are watching. If I get 4 more people watching at the same time, I will give away some free art. So please, everybody, share out the stream if you would. Get some more people in. Call your friends and neighbors, your congressmen, your senators. Call the president. Call Vladimir Putin. Call Xi Jinping. I don't care. Get 5 more people, 4 more people in here. And then I can give away some of my free art and get it out of my house. It would be a big help. Make more room for more art.
sleeps with the stars for a tent. For the beast spread a feast when he's hungry, and God charges no man. He'll live as long as gold or free and laugh at fools like you and me. Often sigh and wish that I were the old man of the mountain.
Soften up some of these edges. That would be nice. see. Oops. Sorry. Is she looking lopsided? She looking lopsided. Let me. She is. Yeah, it's not. Something off. Something off. Something's off. Something is off. What did I do wrong here? Well, one. Yeah, a few things. Few things I have incorrectly. So I get focused on one body part and then I start messing up. She has a distinctive sort of crooked smile or smirk. I did not put that in there. And she has it in most of the pictures that she has taken. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's very distinctive. But so I have to keep it in there. And something else. I think her eyes. Something's going on with it because I don't know. I'm drawing it. It's looking too much like Julie Andrews. I'm just like yeah, something. It's her eye. Something is going on.
Next stop, New York City. Most of the sound factors are already known. Speed of its playing time, and sound level required.
I'm drawing some extra lines here because I need to get her face back on course. Something. I think it's too much. It's too. No, that's too little. I'm gonna keep on hacking away at this until I get her face right. Dagnabbit.
But this is the point where most people long for a roadmap. You discover unlimited variety, the finest in sound and performance.
Okay, it's there. There. Erase this.
2 minutes and 40 seconds. They have to be perfect.
Erase that. That. Take that. That. Huh.
Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all left with a twinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain.
See here. Let's see here. I'm not.
Sleeps with the stars for a tent. For the beast spread a feast when he's hungry. And God charges no man. He'll live as long as souls are free and laugh at fools like you and me.
Come on. Let's see.
Wish that I were the only
That there. There's something here that is not. I see it. It is the eye. It is too. Let's see. I'm gonna keep working on this till I get it right. That looks fine with one eye. But this second eye is there's something off about it. I will solve this riddle. The riddle of the eye. The riddle of the misplaced eye. Sounds like a good Hardy Boy title. Does anybody know what Harry Potter does as an adult? What's his job? Is he an Auror? Did I pronounce it Auror? Or is he like an accountant? Did he actually do anything with his magic powers, or is he just like some schlub working at the Ministry for Magic? Did J.K. Rowling ever say? I know she had that little postscript scene where Harry and his buddies were time jumped into adulthood, but did they ever say what Harry does as an adult for a living? I don't know. I do not know personally. So, if you guys know, let me know. Give me the skinny on Harry Potter. What he's doing in the present day. I want to keep working on this. Come on. Yeah, her nose is very distinctive. That cheek. Huh. Something. I'm gonna try again. Keep working on it. Something going on with that eye. I see it, but I can't nail it down. That there. Here. This here. Greenwich Crosby says he revolutionized his hair growth formula for balding wizards, but fell into a vat of it. The depression that ensues leads to his use of cannabis, becoming Harry Pothead. Ethereal Dragon says Auror. He does become an Auror? Is that like canon? I was always curious. I mean, maybe they probably say in the story. I haven't actually read the books since they came out, so I've not gone back to reread them. Oops. Wrong pencil. Not yet, not yet. It's okay. This might be okay. I think I made her look a little too heavy. But that might just be all the extra lines I've put in trying to figure out what I want to do. Figure out what I want to do. Grant Crosby says, yeah, didn't he end up respecting that one-eyed ore that Doctor Who regenerated into or something like that? Oh yeah, it was what's his name? Mad-Eye Moody. Yeah, I mean he respected them, but I don't know if he became an ore himself. You know, unless he wanted to end up mutilated like that, possibly by monsters. Grant Crosby says, I think Ethereal Dragon is right about him becoming an ore. Okay, cool. Cool. I was just curious myself. He could have started his own, pot factory. I have no idea. Harry Potter's magical pot shop. I don't know. Zoop, 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 zoop.
But this is the point where most people long for a roadmap. You discover unlimited variety, the finest in sound and performance. This takes precisely 2 minutes and 40 seconds. They have to be perfect.
Okay, I think I got it. I think. Roughly. I roughly got it.
10 p.m. Your dial is set at 660 WEAF, New York.
Huh. That's weird. That's weird. Sorry, just checking things. I gotta learn to let things go. Okay, I think I got the basics down. Well, the basics okay. The basics are all right. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. I have not destroyed her face, which is good. It's, what is it, 9:45 approximately? So I will keep on working on it. It's a long time just to get the basic likeness down. Again, if she looked like him, I wouldn't worry so much, but, you know. She looks a lot better than him, so I have to at least try to do her face justice and make her somewhat recognizable. Ooh, sorry. I sit down for a second. So did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? Did you travel for the holiday? Or did you stay home like me? I don't like traveling during the holidays, because it's stressful enough without having to worry about packing and remembering whether I brought something or not, or having to catch flights or cars or Ubers or all that stuff. I just want to relax during the holidays, so I don't go anywhere. Have I ever traveled? I think you know, I have. I used to we used to meet up in Orlando for Thanksgiving. We did that for several years, but we haven't done that in a while.
Well, we don't know too much about what he likes. The best thing I know for breaking the ice and getting people acquainted is some good mixer games.
It's the big night.
Oh. Sorry, just stretching my neck. Because I don't want to be a hunchback in 10 years from bending over my drawing table. Oof. All right. The chat is quiet. Chat is so entranced by my drawing that they've been struck silent by the brilliance of my artwork. Yeah, I seriously doubt that. Let's see, where, okay. Let me, all right, like this. Tilt it like that, and like that. There we go. Cool. Alright. Alright, now. Clean my glasses. That would probably help. All right. Try not to disturb you, maybe? Distract you, maybe? No, it's no distraction. No, I'm mainly distracted by my screwing up. That's what distracts me. See, every time I think I have my hand-eye coordination down, my inability to accurately recreate someone's likeness proves me wrong. Huh. What is this? Interesting.
Your dial is set at 660 WEAF, New York.
We all enjoy being together, but is anyone left out? I don't think so. Well, that's our guest list. Now, invitations. Should we write? Dear Alice, would you like to come to a party at my house Saturday, March 24th at 8 p.m. So on. Why bother to write? This is just an informal party. Let's just phone everyone. Next business, refreshments. We have to feed the men. And the girls, too. Especially you. Gee, thanks. The show? Well, we want something to eat, something to drink. Refreshments. All right, now next is entertainment. We want to show Steve a good time, but, well, we don't know too much about what he likes. The best thing I know for breaking the ice and getting people acquainted is some good mixer games.
It's the big night.
Hmm. Hmm.
Dial at 7660 WEAF, New York.
Whose grandmother is that? It's someone's grandmother. I don't know. Do her kids have kids? I don't know. I assume she's a grandmother. She has 3 kids. I assume one of them has to have had children by now. But maybe not. How you doing, Jeff Potts? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing spiffy. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I'm just struggling, getting beat up by this drawing of. I'm not getting beat up by it, but it's just taken longer than I'd hoped. Because I don't want her to look not like her. I want to do JK justice. So. Jeff Potts says, doing well. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving too. Yes, it was. It was quite pleasant. Probably should have done this stream earlier when I was had more energy. Right now I'm kind of petering out towards the end of the day, so I'm like I think originally I was going to do this at 2, but then things got in the way and I had to keep on pushing it back, and finally I said I'll just do it at 8. Sorry. Now I'm paying the price. So I'll probably, I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep going with this. I'll probably keep going till 11. That'll make it a good even 3 hours. And then if I'm not done, I'll just finish it off screen. So I still have a little ways to go. Hello, Kaizaki-kun. Is that pronounced correctly? Kaizaki-kun? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, it's possible you're actually Japanese, not just a weeb using a Japanese name. So, in case you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you had a good week, a good weekend. I'll be back in a second, all right? Don't go away. Thanks.
Your dial is set at 660 WEAF, New York.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you for making Kaizaki-kun feel welcome, everybody. All right. Let me see here. Oops, stay. Don't move. Try to tighten this up a little. Hmm.
We all enjoy being together, but is anyone left out? Think so. Well, that's our guest list. Now, invitations. Should we write? Dear Alice, would you like to come to a party at my house Saturday, March 24th at 8 p.m. So on. Why bother to write? This is just an informal party. Let's just phone everyone. Next business, refreshments. We have to feed the men. And the girls, too. Especially you, Gee, thanks. The show. Well, we want something to eat, something to drink. Refreshments.
Huh. Hmm. Huh.
All right, now next is entertainment. We want to show Steve a good time, but, well, we don't know too much about what he likes. The best thing I know for breaking the ice and getting people
Huh.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well-dressed.
Hmm. Oh, let's see. Grant Crosby says, I mean, it's Jeff Potts or some other delinquent. I swear that was him covering my windows in wax on Halloween. Probably was him. I wish this had an edit button. I mean to say it's not like, yeah. That's one of the most annoying things about Facebook, not Facebook, but YouTube and Twitter. There's no edit button. So half the time I'll type something and I'll immediately, because I misspell or, I'll give it a close read over after I've hit send. I'll find errors in it, grammatical errors, spelling errors, and I'll immediately want to go back and edit what I had written without it saying that I edited it, which annoys me to no end. Like on Facebook, if you type something and then you edit it later on, it lets people know that you edited it, and I hate that because I don't want people to know I made a mistake. So I usually delete my previous message, hopefully before anyone looked at it or liked it, and then I correct it. I do not like it when social media snitches on me and lets people know when I made a correction to one of my mistakes. But everybody knows what happens on the internet does not stay on the internet. It's part of the, I don't know if I should call it part of the fun, but it's part of the price you pay for being on social media. Everyone gets to see your mistakes, including your spelling mistakes. Now I'm doing the hair in sections. That makes it easier for me to do it, because hair's a pain. For me anyway. Hair can be a pain. So I try to block it out into various shapes, like this is one shape, middle's another shape, that's another shape, and then I can easily just break it down and do it that way. Let's see. All right.
What you get in a hi-fi set is best described as presence, a feeling of life and nearness in the music. Once you've heard high-fidelity reproduction, you'll be hard to satisfy with anything less.
Yeah, 5 people are still watching. Thank you, everybody. I really do appreciate it. I am. I don't want to say surprised, but I'm happy that you guys have stuck around this long. This is I know this might be a little boring to some people, but I don't know. I like watching drawing streams, so I'm happy to see that some other people share my minor addiction to watching other people draw. I was watching, what's his name? It's always helpful. David Finch. That's his name? David Finch? He used to draw Batman for DC Comics. Yeah, I think it's David Finch. Bald guy, southpaw, left-handed, great artist. I was watching him last night. He used to do drawing streams every Monday, and he had stopped for a while. And I think yesterday was his first one in a while, and it's just amazing watching this guy draw. And he draws so fast. Oh my gosh, I was just like, I was loving I have to go back and rewatch it because it was so good. He was drawing Tarzan, and I swear this guy was just like pulling stuff out of his head, shadows, and it's just textures for trees, and he did these amazing shadows of leaves from the tree on Tarzan's body, on his back. I was just like, how the heck did he just... I mean, for me, I would need like reference, and then I'd need to practice it in pencil first. I need to like sketch it out in pencil. He's just going in there just with a brush and just like, oh, and it looks perfect. I'm just like, this guy's crazy good. So talented. So yeah, I like watching other people's drawing streams because I like to learn stuff from it. I learn a lot from watching. Well, not a lot, but obviously because I'm not as good as David Finch. But I learn from watching other people draw, and it's always cool to see. I find it cool to watch other artists, doing stuff. Let's see. Grant Crosby says, I'll be watching Gary Shipman and I won't recognize anything. Then he'll add a couple lines and just pull everything together. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Gary's a good artist. Very good artist. What am I doing here? Okay. Wait, what am I doing? This drawing is not as awful as I feared it might be a little while ago. So it's slowly resolved itself. It slowly come together. I still need to tighten stuff up, but it's not awful. Granish Crosby says, I could tell who it is immediately, so great work. Oh, thanks. Good. That's my primary goal, so people look at it, they won't have to wonder, who is that again? Is that Maria Shriver? Is that, who is that? Looks familiar, but can't quite wrap my head around who that is. Wasn't she on Saturday Night Live? Who is this? She looks familiar.
What you get in a hi-fi set is best described as presence, a feeling of life and nearness in the music.
Once you've heard high-fidelity reproduction, you'll be hard to satisfy with anything less. Well, you know that the phenomenon called sound is a wave in the air, pulsing at a certain speed. Now, these waves hit the eardrum and are turned into vibrations, which the brain translates into what we call sound. Now, the waves pulsing slower than 20 times per second and faster than 15,000 times per second are mostly missed by the human ear. Now, these pulsations are referred to as cycles and are counted so many per second. Thus, the number of cycles per second in a given sound are described as its frequency. Are you with me? Now watch while I sing a low note. Well, as the record plays, the needle wiggles at the right number of cycles per second, which has been recorded. Now this creates electrical impulses, which are then boosted by this amplifier and then pushed out through that speaker in the form of sound waves. Then I suppose that the bigger and better the speaker, the higher the price. If you don't mind a bad pun. Well, I just don't want you to get the idea that merely by adding a big speaker to an ordinary record player or radio, what you get in a hi-fi set is best described as presence, a feeling of life and nearness in the music. Once you've heard high-fidelity reproduction, you'll be hard to satisfy with anything less.
Let's see. Hey, Comics Legend, how you doing? Good seeing you. Comics Legend says, have you seen Gary? Is he doing okay? I don't know. I've seen him on whatchamacallit, Whatnot. I don't know how much he's streaming on YouTube right now, but he's been streaming on Whatnot fairly, if not every day, almost every day. So if you go to whatnot.com and type in Gary Shipman in the search, you will probably find him. So if that is, I'm assuming that you don't know he's on Whatnot, but he's on there quite a bit. So if you're looking for him on YouTube and haven't seen him, he's probably on Whatnot. And Whatnot is spelled WHATNOT. Whatnot.com.
Public enemy number 3, 10 years ago.
And you can watch him drawing, live streaming and drawing, selling his art, all that cool stuff. So I would check him out if you're interested in Gary Shipman's work.
Police officials doubt the gold can be recovered, pointing out that should the gold be found by Pappas, the insurance company would have the first claim. What of $1 million in gold, and this guy used to be a pilot. Hey, I'd sure like to meet this guy.
Let's see. Comic Legend says so he's still alive. Oh, good. Yes. As far as I know, Gary Shipman is still among the living. Hopefully, he will stay that way for a good long time. Let's see. Let me see. What else? Let me zoom out so I can see what else I need to do. Actually, let me stand up so I can see. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.
It was up at Mike's the other night. That was really quite a sight. Gather around, folks, I give you all the lowdown. It's a mess, too. Tables were filled with gaudy frails chewing on their fingernails. They were waiting for the man from Harvard. Everybody's nerves were getting jumpy. You know, people thought of privilege like all at once the room was filled, men forgot all about the bill. Who should enter but the man from Holland? Everybody rolled their eyes. Women started heaving sighs. Someone hollered music like Indian. Come on, let's get out here. Everybody cleared his face. They had big broad smiles on every face. How they all love to see the man from Harvard.
Comic Selection says, I don't use Discord. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, I'm just reading these things. Yeah, I don't know why. Someone's been messing with Gary's YouTube channel for a while now, and he's had to keep on rebuilding it. So I don't know if he's just decided to just abandon YouTube completely, or if he's still doing both. If he's still on YouTube and on Whatnot, but I know he is on Whatnot. So, any plans for new comics next year? Buying new comics or making new comics? Greenwich Copy says, Gary, he's been colorizing and releasing Titan floppies. I think he's colorizing them. I usually get the hardbound black and whites. He releases pre-made videos, so it might be on a different channel. Making new comics. Are you talking about me or Gary? In terms of me, I am not. I have no plans to make any new comics in the near future, because I really don't write. Oh, Gary, okay. Actually, I talked to Nasser Rabadi yesterday, and he wondering if he was going to be writing any comics anytime soon. He said nah, because he can't afford to. So it's just it does cost money to write and make comics, because you have to hire, you have to pay an artist to do it. So. I don't know if he met me or not. I mean Gary makes far more comics than I do. I mean, I've only done, I think, 2. I mean, Gary has Titan. He has his Hacken's Land. So I'm guessing he probably meant Gary. I wouldn't mind making new comics, but comics are a lot of work. And not just work. I mean, it just requires a lot of thought to write and produce a comic book. So,
What you get in a hi-fi set is best described as
oh, you meant me? Okay. Maybe you could do a creator-owned series. Yeah, I mean, I would love to. I would just need to come up with an idea that I thought was worthwhile. That wasn't that I didn't think was a complete ripoff of something else. So, and so far I've not done. I mean, I've had ideas, but in terms of putting those ideas into bringing them into fruition, it's just this requires a lot more thought to make it an interesting story to me. And if I don't think it's interesting, I kind of have the mindset that if I don't find it interesting, probably no one else will either. So whether I'm right or wrong about that, but I want to at least be able to satisfy myself in thinking that it's something that is of interest. So that if people don't buy it, then I won't be completely shattered. I'll at least have the satisfaction of knowing that at least I made a story that I found interesting, even if no one else did. But I have not come to that point yet. I need to read more books that I find interesting, and then try to figure out why I found those books interesting. Like, I'm drawing, J.K. Rowling. I mean, You know, why did I find the Harry Potter books interesting? I'm not sure. I know why. I mean, I had like cool elements of like magic and stuff, but also, I mean, the characters were. I mean, like my favorite characters in the Harry Potter books were Snape and who else? Oh, I liked what's his name? What is his name? The teacher turned into a werewolf. I liked him too, and his wife, Tonks. But why did I like them? I like Snape because he was, you kind of identified. I mean, if you're a nerd, you identified with him because he was a nerdy kid at school that all the cool kids made fun of. But he was actually a good guy, but you didn't find out until the end. And he had unrequited love for Lily and stuff. So man, he was very identifiable for me and probably most nerds. I like him. Lupus, is that his name? Professor Lupus? Probably. He's a wolf. I liked him too with this whole sort of tragic deal, turning into a werewolf every month. Thought he was cool, and his wife Tonks. Yeah, so I mean, you have to have elements that in a story that sort of make you go, that strikes a chord with me. So just do a one shot. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, even a one shot, it's like it has to be a good story. I mean, the thing I was thinking about probably would have been a one shot, like a one comic deal. And I like the idea because it's sort of based on various feelings I have on a fairly regular basis, and it's just coming up with a story that's compelling, I guess, or interesting, I should say. So, because I mean, there are feelings, emotions that everyone has, So, I think it would appeal to people, but it's a question of making it work. It's an idea. So now let's see. How is this? Comics Legend says, I think a lot of artists have perfection paralysis. Yes, that would be true, in a sense. You want to get something perfect before we put it down on paper. I would just say make a one-shot comic, 24 pages, have it with a beginning, middle, and end, intro, call to action, climax, and resolution. Yeah, I mean, I already have those basics down. It's just a question of writing it so that dialogue sort of I don't want to say twist, but interesting things and everything. I mean, I already know how it resolves. I know how it starts roughly. I know the middle, so it's just sort of tying it together to make something that makes sense outside of my own skull. What's on your mind? Maybe keep the art style simple too. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. It's probably going to be pretty simple, like a cartoony style, just because it's kind of fun, but at the same time, kind of violent. it just deals with various. Like I always tell my friends, it's like. It's a good thing that I'm not God, because if I were God, it would not it would not end well for humanity because I have so many frustrations with people in general that, you know, I'd be taking it out on you know, on mankind. Like if someone, you know, you always see like, what do they call it? Like people like sucker punching people on the sidewalk. If I were God, as soon as that happened, that person would be like struck by lightning, you know. But I'm not God. It's probably a good thing I'm not God, because I would be doing things that are not, you know, probably would not be beneficial overall, you know. Let's see, I'm dropping everything. Dagnabbit. But the story that I'm thinking of would probably be along those lines, you know, in a sense, without getting into specifics. So I might do it. I might do it. Just depends on if my brain sort of sorts itself out enough to come up with a decent idea. And I should probably put this. Where can I put this phone so I can like read what you guys are saying? Sounds like you have a good idea in your head. The hardest part is starting. Once you get the idea, start the idea to flow. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. We shall see. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We will find out if I actually get off my rump and actually start putting it into action. What I should probably do is, I won't even say it. I will stay tuned. We'll see. We'll see what happens. What is this? What is this? Okay. There we go. Does that work? I guess that works. Okay.
Everybody roll their eyes. Women started even size. Someone hollers music, lights, and gin. Come on, let's get happy. Everybody cleared his face. They had big broad smiles on every face. How they all love to see the man from Harlem.
Uh-huh. Conversation says, I think a good idea. I think a good idea is to start, give yourself a deadline to finish the story, then start drawing it, and change if needed. Essentially, just set a schedule and stick to it. Maybe. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. It's probably a wise suggestion. One too many. I'm trying to draw straight hairs. I drew one too many. You do one too many stray hairs. I need a brush. Brush off all these stray eraser shavings. Bah humbug. Now let's see if I can erase some of these extra extraneous lines and also smearings from my hand. Stand up, take a look. That looks pretty good. Does not look awful. Does not look terrible. It actually looks somewhat like Miss J.K. Rowling. If J.K. Rowling is watching right now, please forgive all my screw-ups. Hopefully you won't be too offended. There's some parts that can be improved on. Comics Legend says, "I think I'm actually writing down the idea I need to follow myself." No, seriously, it's like I'm great at giving advice. I'm terrible at taking even my own advice. So don't worry about it. You're giving good advice. It's just a question of whether I have enough brains to actually follow it. If only I would follow my own advice, I would be a successful man. What is that too much? No. Maybe a little too. Okay, but. Okay, I think that's good enough. I mean, it's a sketch. It's a sketch. So that's pretty good. Okay, let me sign it. Comics Legend says it looks great. Oh, good. Well, thank you. The test is showing my wife in the morning and whether or not she recognizes who it is. Half the time, she has no idea who it is. And then when I tell her, it's like, oh, that looks great. It's like, thanks. Thanks for your enthusiasm. I appreciate the support. There we go. J.K. Rowling, writer of Harry Potter and related books. So, alright, cool. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this drawing live stream. And, you weren't too bored by it. But, yeah. I'm glad I had a chance to to draw her. Like I said, she's a great face and very interesting person in general. So very cool. Yeah, seems like someone who'd be cool to hang out with and have a coffee with. Although I don't drink coffee, maybe I'll have some tea. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Anything else? Let's say you should draw your wife for a Christmas gift. Draw my wife as a. I don't know. For some reason, I've never drawn my wife or anyone else, anyone I've dated. I've never even thought about it. So I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, thanks for watching. You guys have a great day, great evening, great week. I'll probably try to do another live stream on Thursday. So, if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button, give the live stream a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and please hit the notification bell for future videos, because I will be coming back probably Thursday afternoon, I'm guessing, or it might be evening, but hopefully afternoon. It just depends. So, but yeah, I'll be back. But anyway, until then, you guys take care. Stay out of trouble. Don't eat too much sugar. Eat your vegetables, and I don't know, drink your milk unless you're lactose intolerant. Okay? Bye.